Okay guys, just wanted to show you some of the modifications I had to do this thing to get it to mount on the GoPro chesty. So I've used the Session 4, like that. So I've added a bit of a packer here, foam packer, just to get the Session 4 out a little bit to the side. That's moved a little bit. Again, you can push the GoPro over a little bit, like that. You can see there's a bit more exposed metal there, and that's just enough to balance it now. So it's really important to get that balance, but the important bit with the GoPro and GoPro Session is to get the pitch balanced. And what I've done here is I've actually used a piece of lead, and I've just mounted it on there with a little bit of rubber and a bicycle rubber tube, so that counteracts the weight in this direction in the pitch axis, and make sure you don't get a lot of load on that pitch motor. So I'm just going to turn it on just by holding the button for 3 seconds. And the way I've done it is the controls are pointed out, the GoPro is pointed out, and the other side mounts onto my chest. So I'll just show you like this. Okay, so you can see that it's mounted on there. The issue I have is the chest strap is very springy. So although this is quite tight around the waist, just these straps at the top are really springy. Look, it doesn't matter if you tighten these up, it's still going to be springy. So what I'm thinking is to replace these straps with some solid straps. But saying that, I've just done a little bit of riding. I've just come back and I'm just going to show you how that footage came out. I haven't seen it yet. That's about it. If it works, great. I'm going to keep it.
Okay, we're just going to try going down some stairs, see what happens to the footage going downstairs, and see if the GoPro falls off. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, well the GoPro didn't fall off. Not sure what the footage is going to look like. That kind of looks a bit like a ramp. I'm going to go back and do that. Just see how that comes out on the video footage. Yeah, that should be a good test actually. Alright, let's see how it comes out. Assuming the camera stays on my body. Whoa! Yeah! Made it. And see how stable it is. Now this is really bumpy, so I'm not sure how it's going to come out. And this is this is way too overgrown to ride on. I think this is about the end of the track for me. So yeah, this is a bit of it's not that hairy, but it's just hard to get up. Very bumpy around here. So it's going to be a really good test for the camera, for the gimbal, sorry. I know the GoPro can handle this sort of stuff, but this handheld gimbal, I don't think it was designed for off-road use. It's quite pretty here, and I've forgotten about the 35-degree heat. Okay, just down here. If you're wondering whether I'm actually pedaling on my e-bike, the answer is yes, of course. Of course I'm pedaling on the e-bike. It's not as easy as you think. It's not a throttle. I'm actually pedaling, and I'm putting in a bit of force. So don't give me a hard time about riding an e-bike. If you've ever tried to ride a mountain bike, you know just how hard it is. not the same as riding a road bike, that's for sure.